Hello, myself Dr. Deepak Shirbhate. I'm working as a principal of Vikramshila Polytechnic, Darapur, Taluka Daryapur, District Amravati, Maharashtra State of India. And today I'm going to demonstrate you VRML color per vertex elevation grid. So we have seen the elevation grid. Now how we can apply different colors per vertex in the elevation grid, that we will see in this particular demonstration. So let us start with VRML color per vertex elevation grid. Elevation grid color per vertex. The elevation grid node has no coordinate indexes or color indexes. So when color per vertex is true, specify at least X dimension and Z dimension colors. When it's false, specify at least X dimension minus 1 and Z dimension minus 1 colors. So that is the rule for giving the color per vertex to the elevation grid. Now in this particular you can see this mountain. Actually this is not a mountain, it is the elevation grid, and it is having vertex colored elevation grid of mountain. This is another elevation grid which is in a red color, completely red color with a white background. Now I am opening this particular code in the notepad, and you can see this is this color and in bracket, square bracket color, which is responsible for giving the color to the elevation grid of the mountain. Now I am opening the second file in the notepad, and what I am doing is that I am actually here also you can see color per vertex true, color, color, and in bracket there is one color, that is the red color. And I have given the mountain colors to the elevation grid. And now you can see it has taken the mountain color. So whatever the color which were available on the mountain, those colors are actually getting applied to this elevation. This was the original our elevation grid, and this is a elevation grid after applying color per vertex. You can see the difference. There is a lot of difference actually, and I'm trying to show you the difference. So this is elevation grid after applying color per vertex. So for every vertex we can decide a different color and we can apply different color. Just here to copy and paste the code in the notepad, that's all. So this elevation grid color per vertex we have seen. Now we will look at the another example. This particular pyramid is having different colors. Okay, and I will give the color of this pyramid to this elevation grid. So open the code in the notepad. Notepad is a simple text editor in which you can edit the VRML codes. It's a simple text editor. So actually I have copied these colors, and I'm pasting it into one notepad file. Okay, and I will save this file with one set of colors. So this will be called as color per vertex. Color per vertex code for elevation grid. Color per vertex code for elevation grid. Okay, this is the color. This is color per vertex for elevation grid, and I have copied this particular, say, color code or code responsible for color from the mountain. Now in the pyramid we have seen some colors. Now the faces of the pyramid is having different colors, and that is because of the values of the color. Actually three sets, one set of values containing uh, one set is containing three values. So we will replace these values, and you can use replace all also. This will speed up the operation. So we are changing actually the colors. Now you have to be very careful that the three values will represent one set. So whenever you change, you first identify the set. Otherwise you will get some, this is the first set, this is the second set, and the selected is a third set. This is actually a third set. Okay, so initial selection was wrong actually. Now find and replace. They should be very careful because all the values are mixed with each other, so you have to be very careful. And I'm replacing these values with some different values. So this is how you can replace, or you can use replace all also. This will speed up the operation. So certain sets we have changed actually. Now I'm just identifying from where this new set of values are starting, from where I should select the new set. You have to just find out the beginning of the new set. So this is, I think, it is a new set values. Replace all. So actually we have made several changes into the color values. I have picked some values from the pyramid and I pasted those values in the mountain color. Here also there is one set. This can be also replaced. Let us replace with 110. Replace all. So we have replaced that set. Now let us save this file. So color per vertex code for elevation grid, and we will call it as second set. So this is the text file. Now you can use this text file. You can use this text file for copy and paste operation. Now in the red color, actually I want to bring the changes. So let us open this red color elevation grid, and so this will be a new file, elevation grid with second set WRL. Okay, now open and you can see the change. So whatever the places that we have changed, it has taken some new values. So this is how we can change the color per uh, vertex of the elevation grid. Now I am trying to experiment with the chessboard. Chessboard is actually elevation grid basically. You can use replace all for faster modifications. 000 will represent actually the black color. Now this I want to replace 0.5.1, I want to replace with 001. 001. Okay, replace and replace all. So this is first set, second set, this is the third set, and this is the fourth set. I have just selected because I want to make sure that I am changing a new set. So this is a new set. Just copy and then replace that with 011. So this is how we have replaced, actually carried out the replacement. This is again, this is a new set. So this will be our third set, actually third set, third set value. And we will be making the use of this third set. So copy this particular set and paste it to the red elevation grid. And then you can save this with new name. Elevation grid with third set WRL. Now you can view the output and you can see the output. 000 represents actually black color. Okay, and black color is quite visible on the white background. So we have created actually three sets of color per vertex elevation grids, and the output is visible to you. So these are the originally the elevation grid was like this, and then we created such type of output. This is a second output, this was the first output, this is the second output, and this is the output which was obtained after the third set of values. Now let us try this particular concept on the elevation grid of chessboard. This is not a chessboard, actually this is an elevation grid which is arranged to represent the chessboard. And this is the pyramid having different RGB colors. I will be using these colors from the pyramid in the chessboard. So this particular box is also having color per vertex. Now these colors I will be using in the chessboard. So what we will do is that we will copy all the color matrix which is enclosed by the square bracket. This matrix we can copy. Let us call it as new color, new colors for chess board. Okay, now we will replace, suppose I want to replace 111. 000 is representing black, 111 is representing white. Now let us replace this with 011. Replace. I think 011 may be representing green. I think I don't know exactly which color it is representing. Now let us change another color. Now rest of the 111 values will be replaced, or rest of the black values will be replaced by, say, another color. Replace. So we have carried out replacement up to third or fourth row. Likewise, you replace some other colors. Carry out the replacement. I have carried out the replacement. Then this is another color, 101. And this is, now this is not actually required because this is a white color. Basically, it is already present. I have wrongly replaced. Actually, I am replacing black with white. Okay, so which is not required actually, because if there are adjacent, you can say, white checks, then that will lead to confusion. Black can be replaced. Okay, so now we have carried out a lot of replacement of black and white squares with the different colors. Now it's time to copy the matrix and paste it into the chessboard code, which is only containing black and white. And then we can see what will be the difference. Now this thing I will replace with the new sets of value just I have created, and now it's time to save the file. And so elevation grid to show chessboard. Instead of that, we will save the file with new. chessboard with new color per vertex values. Save. Now open the file chessboard with new color per vertex values, and you can see most of the black and white have been replaced with new color set of values. So we have replaced with green and cyan and pink and yellow. Okay, so this is elevation grid color per vertex exercise. uh, Thank you for watching this particular video. In case of any query or clarification, you can contact me on my contact details. Free code is available. Whatever the code I have shown in the video, they are available on for free download and practice. And you check for comments for other links on Vivity Studio tutorials. Thank you.